The undefeated Dogs try to keep things rolling as Nassau Community College comes to town. This is the place for your highlights. You're watching The Burt Williams Show. Coach, you back at Davenport Field this week to face another ranked opponent, just a quality team in Nassau, somebody we've played over the years and had quite a rivalry with.
We have, and we know they're going to come in, ready to play us. They're undefeated, having a great year. Have not played the difficulty of schedule, but still played a lot of good programs. And, they always bring a very physical, run-oriented offense and a very good defensive front to the game. And it's been a long-time rivalry, so we knew we had our work cut out for us, and it was going to be a tough day.
We got your first half highlights up next. You're watching The Burt Williams Show.
Guys, they're everywhere. They're killing us from the outside. We've got to cover the cracks and crevices. We cannot let them penetrate. Ready? Ready! We got to protect the perimeter. Let Bughouse get rid of your pest nightmare.
Elbows connected to the arm, and your ears are connected to your brain. Your legs connected to your toes. My elbow's connected to another part of my arm. Your wrist is connected to your joint. The hand's connected to the elbow.
Coach, you won the toss, elected to receive. We get a nice deep kick here, good corner kick, and we come out fighting hard, get to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Dogs are going to start the day. Yeah,
their kicker is really very strong-legged and did a great job dropping in the corner on the goal line, but we executed the return pretty well, and out to the races on offense here. Javon doing a nice job running the stretch, and the offensive line doing a good job fitting into the blocks.
And coming back, kind of a theme of the day, going to keep it on the ground with Javon, and he sticks his toe in the ground anytime he sees a hole, gets north-south, and fights for those extra yards.
He is a tough runner, no doubt, and it's going to take more than one to bring him down generally, and really did a nice job on this opening drive. Everything was scripted out. Coach Robinson did a great job putting it together. We had a little bit of a protection breakdown there on the slide, but Pat does a nice job throwing to Montez McGuire for the score on the opening drive.
Nice move by Montez there getting in. We come out here for the PAT, and it's good to go up 7-0, and you couldn't have scripted it any better than that.
No, actually started just like we wanted to, executing well on offense, putting points on the board, and sending our defense out here to take care of their business, and coverage does a pretty nice job right here. Good kick by Brandon. Coverage keeps them inside the 30, and defense is off to do their part.
They come out here running kind of an option pass and get it out to the back, number 7, who has some speed and is able to get out on the corner.
Yeah, they really had several very good running backs and receivers, a lot of skill, talent. Our defense really did a nice job on the day, keeping the running lanes constricted, keeping the outside runs pinned in, and not giving them too many big plays and making them really earn, anytime they drove the ball. But did a great job stopping them there, and we're back out here on offense. Again, running the stretch zone was a big part of what we had anticipated doing on the day, and Javon does another nice job with it. And do a little play action off ISO right there, and good adjustment back to the quarterback, Montez McGuire. Pat does a nice job getting it out there for a first down.
Then we come back here with Pat, going to get the ball outside, and just almost a terrific catch here, just can't hold on.
Oh, it was right there. Just couldn't get his hands under the ball, and it bounced off the ground there. But Javon doing a nice job trying to work a little derivation off the power game right there, popping it outside, and we'd get some good yards. And another nice job fitting the stretch zone by the offensive line, and Javon makes a perfect cut and pops it in for the second touchdown of the day.
And Coach, you can't have these big numbers that we've been able to put up on the ground without that offensive line doing just a superior job on the year.
They really have done a nice job with our zone schemes as well as our man and combo schemes. But I tell you, really got to take hats off to the receivers as well. They've been a great complement on the outside, making the big blocks and doing what they need to do to make those 5-6 yard runs turn into big ones. But a great kick by Brandon again, deep into the end zone, keeping them inside the 20 on the coverage. The defense is out there again, making it tough going for the Nassau offense. And we see Kendarius Whitehead, and I believe that's that's Devereaux Lawrence right there, coming in to split a sack between them.
And D holds them again, and they get another punt out, and it's another short kick, going to give us great field position.
Yeah, a little surprised that they had some trouble with the punts. They had a very strong punter on film, and I think he had an off day. And right here we just got to do better job with ball security. Javon, of course, he gets a lot of carries, but we got to keep that ball tucked away right there. And we give Nassau a little bit of a momentum shift right here, but defense stands firm, forces the punt, and gets the offense back out on the field.
We elect to let the ball go, and it rolls dead down here about the 10-yard line, and we're going to come out and get things going through the air a little bit here with a completion from Thomas.
Yeah, we have the quarter change right there in the second quarter, and we had a protection mistake by the running back, and the drive route to the X, Montez does a nice job moving the chains. And again, we come back out in third and real long. We kind of got behind the chains right here, had a couple of penalties back to back, and that was a nice throw to Darius, but on third and long, can't convert, so we got to bring the punt team out for the first time on the day.
Get off a nice high punt right here that's going to get a fair catch about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Alec Durbano did a great job for us, putting the ball high. They had a very dangerous return man, and we worked on that all week, making sure we got great height on the ball, and gave our coverage team a chance to get down. And right there, Jakeevan Jackson, what a great drop and break on the ball, got his head around and made the play. And here we go right back to Montez, kind of working the pocket there in that cover two, and Pat did a nice job putting the ball where it had to be, and Montez puts it in for the touchdown.
And you can see the maturity in Pat, knowing that is cover two, not putting air under that ball, but just throwing it on a rope and sticking it on him.
Driving it right there in that pocket, and again, something we worked on all week. And I tell you, Pat really has developed some patience, in the passing game, and it's really paid off the last 4 or 5 games, and doing a great job running the offense for us. But again, another good job on the kick and the coverage, keeping Nassau back and making them work the whole field to get anything going. And defense really just putting a ton of pressure right here on the guys, and come back out, force the punt, got a chance to get the ball in good field position right here. And we get over there, we make the catch, a little bit of a risky play there by Dante Beckham, but he gets the catch, and we got the ball back on the 30 and trying to come out here and make something happen again on the stretch. And Javon Robinson getting some good yards.
Come back out, and Pat, you can see a little bit of that maturity here as he looks downfield, doesn't see anything, pulls the ball down and goes getting what he can.
Exactly. Don't force it. Don't give them something they hadn't earned, and even if it means having to bring the punt team out. We have a little bit of a saying on offense, end each possession with a kick. Basically the thought is don't have a turnover out there. So smart play by him. We've got Nassau pinned and have a little bit of a assignment mistake right there on the zone read, and we let Nassau get out of the hole, and they come in here, and defense is still swarming around. We get a batted ball right there by Devontae Lambert, but we had a pass interference on third and long that got them to that spot right there, and again third and long, and we ran a pinch, and the defensive end didn't get inside, so Nassau's down in scoring zone now, and defense is working hard to try to keep them out.
You can see a great play there by Alford on the previous play, but here they complete a pass, the receiver reaches out and gets it down to about the 1-inch line.
Yeah, you know, thought we had a fumble right there, but they had his knee down before the ball came loose and down inside the 1, and you know, Nassau pops it in for their first score of the game and kind of closes the gap a little bit, 21-7.
They're going to come out here and get a kick, and it's going to go out of bounds to give us the ball on the 35, and just we come out here less than 2 minutes and go to work and really run a nice 2-minute drill here.
Guys did well. You know, the line, quarterback, you know, we're fitting into the protection. You can see Pat finding the holes. Montez is, you know, hitting the areas that we need to. Have a little bit of a breakdown right there. That's a 4th down conversion right there with just a few seconds remaining. Come back with the draw, and we didn't exactly hit that protection right, but we got a kill on the next play and then send the field goal team out to put some points on the board as time expired.
And 24-7 going in at half, other than the one drive that Nassau put together, we're really able to bottle them down and control the tempo of the game.
Yeah, we really did. You know, I was proud of our defense. They really shut them down all phases of their offense. And we gave them that drive, really had a couple of mistakes, and they always cost it. But we had a pass interference that gave them a conversion on 3rd and long that we were in position and really didn't need to make that mistake. And then we have an execution mistake on that draw where we should have had a defensive lineman pinching straight to it. So, you know, again, we had executed exceptionally well except for those 2 plays, and those 2 plays hurt us. But at 24-7, we felt pretty good going into half, felt like we were in control of the game.
We'll be right back with your second half highlights. You're watching The Burt Williams Show.
Excuse me. Your change.
It's nice to know you can trust people. State Farm is counting on it. They want you to talk to your neighbors, then call a State Farm agent, find out how you can get discounts up to 40%. See, State Farm insures 40 million drivers. That's more than Geico and Progressive combined.
Then call State Farm agent Karen Rowell at 478-452-4502.
When you get your statement from your financial representative, are you confused by all the extra fees? Grant Financial Group ends the confusion with flat-rate, fee-based asset management. Our team of professionals can handle all the financial needs for your business or your personal assets at significantly lower cost. We have relationships for everything from accounting to legal issues with a premium on service for you. Come see us today and let Grant Financial Group provide you with long-term success in your financial future.
Elbows connected to the arm, and your ears are connected to your brain. Your legs connected to your toes. My elbow's connected to another part of my arm. Your wrist is connected to your joint. The hand's connected to the elbow.
We're going to start it out on defense. Come out here with a nice kick down to the corner, and going to have a good tackle right here. Dog swarming and get out to about the 25.
Yeah, coverage again on the day did a wonderful job, and you know, defense coming out right here again, making Nassau work hard to get everything they have, and you see them flying around and almost give up a long one right there. Q Knight's in pretty good position, but the ball goes out of bounds. We force the punt and did exactly what we wanted to do defensively coming out and stopping them, making them get the ball back to our offense.
And one of the few times we come out here and have a little bit of a breakdown and they're able to tackle us for a loss.
Yeah, they ran a little stunt on the edge. I'm sure their answer to trying to stop the stretch right there, and it was effective on that first play. So they came out and forced forced a punt, and then we absolutely blew the protection there on the left side. Should have had a little tandem call by our left guard and left tackle, and they did not fit into that. And obviously we gave up the block, and defense comes out a little flat after that block punt and gives up a quick score, which is absolutely what we did not want to do. Coming out with just a few minutes gone, Nassau's come out and cut the gap to 10.
Yeah, and it makes it 24. They come back right here, though, and try a surprise onside that doesn't work, that gives us the ball back and an opportunity to answer, and Robinson comes out chewing up yards.
Yeah, you know, I kind of felt like that was a big gamble that time of the game for them, you know, giving us the ball right there close to midfield, and, you know, as much success as we've had, you know, running and throwing the ball. But anyway, we come back out here, and the offense is moving. Nice play by their corner right there. If we could put the ball out a little bit further, probably would have got that one. But you can see Javon again doing his thing and running hard. Line's doing a good job blocking, making hole, and Javon dives in on the goal line offense to increase the lead and answer their score, which was probably the most important thing we could have done right there and take any momentum back that they may have gotten.
Yeah, and that drives the lead to 31-14. We come back out here, and we're going to get a nice kick here with just an extremely good job of coverage and tackling down the field.
You know, I really can't say enough about our kick coverage on the day. Nassau's return people, really very talented, do a great job punting and kick returns, and both return teams did an outstanding, or coverage team, excuse me, did an outstanding job. And you can see the defense right here again, making them work hard to earn it. You know, Nassau's kind of changed their offense a little bit now, kind of not doing what they are really good at as far as having to throw the ball a bunch. They felt like, I guess they had enough of a gap there. They couldn't stick with their running game. And, you know, that was should have had the pick there. It bounces off our guy right back to theirs, and a little bit of a crazy play. But we come back out, and Stephen Houston right there in great position, goes up, makes the pick, and had a chance to return it. He got us about 25, 30 yards there, and puts the offense back in good position and stops a scoring threat by Nassau.
We come back out, keep it on the ground with Robinson. He's just chewing up big chunks of yards at the time. Come back here with a little, trying to throw a little bubble screen, and just a big hit on Williams. Yeah,
should have thrown the slant behind it probably right there rather than the bubble. They did a nice job reading that into the boundary and reacting to it, and you know, Darius took a big hit, but he bounced back up. He's a heck of a competitor, and you can see the speed and Nassau's skill right there. You know, they've got several that can run exceptionally well, and you know, they're trying to move the chains a little bit, and should have had another pick right there. We just had both guys going for it, and we had the quarter change into the fourth quarter there. Kai Tyler had another big game for us. Nice tackle for a loss there, and we're going to get the ball in pretty good shape right here offensively.
Yeah, Tyler had 9 tackles on the day to continue his leading performance on the year. And here we go with Robinson hitting the outside edge, finding a hole, using the blocker downfield, and taking it inside the 10.
Tell you what, you know, he's going to bust an arm tackle. He's just, you know, it's not going to take one to get him down. They're going to have to get a couple in there. He just runs so hard, and does a nice job. And what a great play right there to get us down close, punch it in again for another score, and just extend the lead in the fourth quarter to a very sizable margin right there. And we still got a lot of ball to play, but at 38-14, feeling pretty good given the way we've controlled the game so far.
We come back now here, going to get a nice kickoff and have a little bit of a breakdown here and give them a little bit too much room.
Yeah, you can see we had a couple of guys out of position there on coverage. This was the lone breakdown really on coverage on the day, and you can see why we were so concerned about it with the speed and running ability of their guys. But you know, didn't want to give them any mo, and we gave them a little bit with the big return. And you know, they had a penalty there. They go for it on fourth, and they pick it up, and you know, they're moving the ball. We get to another fourth down play right there, but defense steps up, tips the ball away, and gets the offense back out. And had a little bit of a blocking breakdown there on the toss. They were lining the Twins a particular way. We thought we could get that sweep handled and miss that up. But Pat, again, does a nice job not forcing it, and you know, end each possession on a kick. And even though it's a punt here, we didn't want to throw a pick and give them a short field. But, of great job on coverage again. Durbano, super job, hanging it up high, getting the guys down there and keeping Nassau pinned.
They come back here completely on the edge, and you can see that speed. Once again, these a couple of these guys really could run.
Yeah, you know, a little bit out of position at dog right there. We got to be able to turn that back into pursuit, and we kind of missed that on the outside. And you know, again, we didn't constrict the running lanes right here for the quarterback on the scramble. Got a little bit wide there, and just, you know, gave them a big play right here. We got to back up free safety in the game. At this point, D'Angelo normally plays down. We put him back there at the free, and he bit up. Supposed to be in the deep third, and they threw one behind us, unfortunately, and we gave up a score. But, you know, knew they were going to come up and try something here as far as onside, so we were ready for it, and guys did a nice job covering that kick and getting us back out here. And again, you can see Javon making a big play right here and, you know, getting the ball down again in scoring range for the offense.
And you would say a huge game for Javon, but it's something that's just become a common theme now. But he went for 261 on 33 carries and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, you know, again, it doesn't seem like he's gaining a ton, then all of a sudden, you know, he has 200-something yards. But you see Akeem Judd coming in there, and he had some nice runs on the day for us as well. And when we get to that goal line offense, we tend to give it to Javon down there. And again, the offensive line does a nice job popping that crease, and he does a good job putting it in there to extend the lead again and answer that score by Nassau with very little time left.
Yeah, and that kind of puts the game away right here. We're going to come back out, kick the ball. They're going to bring it back out here and get a few yards, and defense is going to come out at this point and really kind of seal this game and put it away. Yeah,
they are. You know, we got a block in the back there, so that return is going to get nullified. And they're back down there deep, but defense is out there doing a great job flying around, keeping them pinned, and you know, Nassau again is going to try to take a couple shots, but we're doing a good job keeping them pinned in. Kadarius Whitehead right there for a sack, and time rolls out. And hey, big win for the Dogs. You know, getting out there against Nassau, guys were excited, and it was just another great Saturday on Davenport Field.
And a great job on both sides of the ball. We had a nice mix on offense of run, pass, and the defense creating turnovers and holding them for less than 300 total yards.
Yeah, again, real proud of the defensive job they did, kept them contained. Very prolific rushing offense, and I think they had just a little over 100 yards on the day. And, you know, a couple of mistakes cost us big coming out of the middle third on that last touchdown, and the mistakes we talked about with the block punt set up the other score and that last possession they had in the first half. But and they did a good job taking advantage of those. But I thought the important thing we did offensively is answer all those scores in the immediate next possession. And I think that did a good job keeping them from getting any momentum from being able to put points on the board.
We'll be right back to wrap things up. You're watching The Burt Williams Show.
Guys, they're everywhere. They're killing us from the outside. We got to cover the cracks and crevices. We cannot let them penetrate. Ready?
Ready! We got to protect the perimeter!
Let Bughouse get rid of your pest nightmare.
Elbows connected to the arm, and your ears are connected to your brain. Your legs connected to your toes. My elbow's connected to another part of my arm. Your wrist is connected to your joint. The hand's connected to the elbow.
Excuse me. Your change.
It's nice to know you can trust people. State Farm is counting on it. They want you to talk to your neighbors, then call a State Farm agent, find out how you can get discounts up to 40%. See, State Farm insures 40 million drivers. That's more than Geico and Progressive combined.
Then call State Farm agent Karen Rowell at 478-452-4502.
Coach, this week, game against Virginia Beach Institute, it ends a brutal stretch of games for us where you've been, had a heck of a season. We got it 8-0. This is the last one trying to get to that open week.
Yeah, it's it'll be, like I said, 9 straight, and we've had a great run over the first 8, and the guys have really done a great job getting ready to play each and every week, coming out of camp into a very difficult schedule. A couple tough road games to start the season. 4 top 10 ranked teams, and I really can't say enough about the kids and the coaches and the good job they've done getting them ready week in, week out, and playing a lot of different types and styles of offense and defense. It's not like we've been able to go out there and see the same thing week in, week out. Our offense has had to go against several different styles of defense. Our defense has had to take on great running teams like Nassau, great passing teams like Iowa Western, find a way to keep those offenses in check, and they've done a great job all year. So really hats off to the assistant coaches and the players for getting themselves ready mentally and physically and emotionally each week to go out there and put a great product on the field.
And all of those diversities in offense and the competition that they've faced, and the success has not gone to this team's head. You can see them now focused more on their job and more on detail and just getting more confidence each week.
I agree. The one thing, just talking to some folk, I feel like we've gotten a little bit better each week in the things that we want to work on and get better at. So, when you're making that steady improvement as you go through the season, you feel good about where you are in all phases. And I think, not having too many major injuries, we've been able to have consistency in who's on the field, with the group. And so it's easier to learn as you work together with the same people. But they've done a great job again, and just good to see us getting a little bit better each week.
Well, Milledgeville is the place you want to be on Saturday. You got the Deep Roots Festival Alumni Weekend and a great ball game. We hope to see you here next week. You've been watching The Burt Williams Show.